Cause I'm already drunk. Hi, the bar is open. What are you drinking? Cause I'm already sober. Yeah, that's right. You wanna know why? Because I found so many breadcrumbs while watching this season that it actually soaked up all the alcohol in my system. Okay? No joke. And now we only have a few episodes left and the puzzle is almost complete. And it's becoming more and more clear that there was definitely an affair going on between Wes and Amanda during this season, which would mean it started in July, which is my birthday month, by the way, and not in February like they said. In fact, I think in February is when they knew their time was up. Okay, and at that point, I think they were tired of sneaking around, and they knew they were about to get caught. And so they didn't care, hence all the bar hopping and the baseball game. And now it's my job to collect all the pieces left to this puzzle and uncover the full picture. And we're almost there, guys. I mean, shit, this is so thorough. You might be able to use this in a court of law, or maybe divorce court. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. Anyway, go grab your cocktails and let's get right back into it. All right, let's go. Okay, so we left off at the end of episode 12, where West and Sierra just finished their convo. And now the gang has all left the house and they're going over to meet them at the docks. And we start episode 13 and they're having a boat day. And Kyle, sitting in the back of the car, was like, wouldn't that be nice if we showed up and they were like holding hands and they had forgiven each other and all that? Wouldn't that be cool? And Jesse's like, yeah, that'd be great. I don't know if that's going to happen, though. And Kyle's like, well, I'm a hopeless romantic. And oh, look, Kyle got his wish. Yeah. There's the two lovebirds or buddies or friends or coworker, whatever they are, holding hands now. Yeah. Hi, guys. Hi. Yeah. We made up. It's all good. Come on over. And here's the newbies who know nothing about the situation. Oh, look, maybe they're like together now or something. No, definitely not. No. And then look at the twin brothers, Jesse and Carl. Yeah, and Carl's like, hey, you want to take a selfie, bro? Yeah, it's going to be like for my soft bar, like Instagram promo thing. Yeah, thanks, man. And look at them. Don't they look exactly the same? Even their mouths look the same. Look, seriously, zoom in. You'll see. You can't tell who is who. I mean, look, even down to like the sunglasses, the mustache, the beard, and even the super fake white teeth. And apparently Jesse has invested in Carl's soft bar business. And so Carl is kind of making it apparent. And he's like, and thanks a lot, bro. Yeah, thanks, man. You know, like, I'm not going to let you down. Thanks a lot for investing. And of course, Kyle is standing like right there. And I'm sure he hears, right? And so if I can speak for him, I'm sure he's probably like, all right, bro, I'll give you your fucking 15 grand, all right? Jeez. And for those of you who forgot or don't remember, that 15 grand is the 15 grand that Carl had invested in Loverboy. And so Mia and Sierra are talking, and they look beautiful and fabulous, by the way. But Mia's about to ask her about her conversation with West. And so she says, well, you guys obviously made up, so it must have went well. And then here's what Sierra has to say, and it's not good. Because she's like, well, you know what? I just really feel like he's my person. What? No. You must have drank way too many PBRs. He is not your person, girl. Okay? No. And then Amanda calls Kyle, and he gets all excited. He's like, hey, Amanda. And immediately she's like, is Sierra there? Okay. And coming up, guys, is another big, huge breadcrumb. Because as you know, Amanda isn't there this weekend, right? And so everybody's living their best lives, right? And now West and Sierra has made up, and Kyle, again, has been living his best life. And so I think Amanda got a little jealous. So she calls Kyle to talk to Sierra, and she's like, I miss you guys. And then check it out. Skirt! Sorry, guys, I have to interrupt here just to let you know that I already downloaded this video 9 hours ago and it was copywritten for all the clips that I had in here. So the best way that I knew how to do this is to just go back and correct it, was to just talk over the clips, okay? So hopefully that'll work. So just please bear with me. And all the beautiful clips that I had in here for you guys, I'm just going to have to talk over them now. All right? So hopefully it'll make sense. All right, so bear with me. Here we go. Okay, so Kyle says, when Wes said that that was the best night of his life and you said, damn, was that sarcasm? Amanda says, no, like, way to rub salt in the wound. Kyle says, oh, it was. Pause. So what happened here is that while Amanda was away, they went out last night. And it wasn't anything crazy, right? Because at least they didn't show it in the episode. It was just a regular night out. They partied, they drank. And apparently at some point in the night, West posted something on his social media saying, best night ever. And Amanda got jealous, I guess, and she's calling Kyle to complain about it, which, mind you, she hasn't communicated with him all weekend. So Kyle says, oh, so she was feeling jealous. Amanda says, yeah, Wes' best night of his life is the one night I'm not there. Yeah, that feels great. Sierra says, God damn. Kyle says, well, you made it about you, but I get it. Amanda says, of course I did. All right, well, I just wanted to say hi. Kyle and Sierra say, all right, love you, bye. Amanda says, all right, bye. Love you, Amanda. And then she's like, all right, bye. Yeah. Hindsight is definitely 2020. And here's Dara looking pretty stressed out. You know, because she knows that the girls had a little chat with KJ. And so her and Mia are talking, and Mia's like, yeah, so you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend now. You have that title. Yeah, so how's everything going? And she's like, yeah, everything's going good. So I saw that you girls were talking to KJ there. Yeah, what were you guys saying? What were you talking about? And Mia's like, oh, nothing. We were just telling him that, you know, he shouldn't move too fast. And Dara's like, oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, thanks. And here's the boys chatting it up. And Jesse's like, you know, Jesse always asks the stupidest things at the right time, right? And so it's like kind of annoying, but great for TV. And so Jesse's like, so how does it feel being here without Amanda, you know? And Kyle's like, yeah, great. He's like, yeah, dude, you know, like, I just feel like I can be myself, you know? Like, I could just drink, like, a lot of Loverboys, and then I could, like, spin as many records as I want, you know? It's fucking awesome, you know? And it just sucks that, like, I can't do that, at home, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm annoying her, you know? And she just, like, she doesn't love me for me, you know? And so this is the worst fucking summer of my life, okay? Look at the boys. They're like, I don't know what to say. Hey, dude, like, no offense or anything, but, like, can we stop talking about this and just, like, party? And that they do. And, of course, I'm going to show some of the good times because they did have a good summer, you know, and they did have a lot of fun. And so because of all the drama and everything, you know, we probably don't focus on that. But anyway, here goes it. And I think that's Jesse diving into the lake. Oh, yeah, that's great. Okay. And that would be me, actually. Yeah, I would be diving in the water for sure, you know, because I'm either in the water or I'll be drinking on the boat somewhere. Or puking, because I am a little seasick, depending on the size of the boat. But anyway, moving on. So they make it back to the house. And, oh no, here comes creepy Creeperson again, creeping into Sierra's room. And he's like, hey, it's me. Yeah, we fucking know, okay? She has eyes. And he's like, come here. And then he, like, goes in for this long-ass hug. And he's like, yeah, I'm so sorry. You know, I just missed you so much. And it's just good to hug. Puke. And then Ben is standing in the background. So it's also performative. And then he leaves, and so now it's just Ben and Sierra, and then Kyle has joined them. And they're on the phone with Sabrina, Ben's now girlfriend. And she's like, oh my God, I heard like you and Wes are like back friends again. Yeah, that's so amazing. Like, so now we can go on like double dates and everything. Yeah. And then Sierra's like, oh my God, girl, that would be so amazing. Yeah, I can't wait. But what I couldn't help but notice, look at Kyle's face. I mean, it's just an observation. And then Sabrina tells Sierra that West has a crush on her. And Kyle and Ben are like, what? What'd you say? What's that now? And Sabrina knows that because Ben told her that. And that's because there was one night at the house, this night here, where Wes whispers in his ear that he has a crush on someone. And Ben is like, is that Sierra? Is that someone, Sierra? And Wes is like, yeah, it's Sierra. And mind you, Sierra is standing right there. Again, it's all so performative, guys. And Ben's like, no, Sabrina, you weren't supposed to say that. Yeah, right. But now that you did, yeah, all right, yeah, let's all go out and double date. And so doubles, yeah. So that doesn't include Kyle and Amanda? Oh well. So Kyle might be bummed, but Ben and Sierra are very excited. And then West, maybe not that excited. And also maybe texting Amanda, maybe. And so now they're outside and they're all having dinner and they're just kind of wrapping things up and they're saying how like summer has been really great and it's been really fun and they've all had a really good time and they can't believe that it's almost over. And then Wes says, "Mine just begun, brother." Wow. Mine's just begun, brother. Anyway, good luck with that, Wes. We know. And so Sierra's like, so Carl, your soft bar is about to open up, and so congratulations. How do you feel about that? And Carl's like, yeah, I feel amazing. I mean, it's been a really long time. I've had this idea and it's been a lot of hard work and blood, sweat, and tears. And I just want to thank everybody at this table who's digged in their pocketbooks to help me out. And I won't let you down. And I just wanted to say thank you. So, yeah. And Kyle's like, dude, what the fuck, man? Again? And then here's Kyle in his confessional. And he's like, all right, dude, do you want me to like write you a check right now? Huh? Is that what you want? Like, how many times are you going to mention this? Huh? And you keep talking shit to other people about this behind my back, like, and in front of my face. And then after dinner, they all go out for another night of partying. And I have to show the good as well. I mean, come on, it's not all bad. And so they're having fun and, yeah, the drunky time. And, oh, Jesse. And then, oh, shit. Wes, how do you get in here? Ugh, I should have taken that out. Oh, it's too late now. Oh, but check out the woman in the back. She's like, hi, oh my God, is that like Summer House? Hi, my name is Marie. Yeah, like, oh. Are you filming? Oh, sorry. And then they're back at home, and Kyle is all alone in his bed, and he's texting Amanda, and he's like, hi, text you earlier, but didn't hear back. I'm home now and going to bed. Talk tomorrow. Miss you. And then here's Kyle in his confessional, and he's like, dude, I have the worst text message strand ever, right? He's like, it's so sad, dude. It's just so sad. It's like, hey, babe, taking off. Hey, babe, landed. Great, set. Call it a night. Morning. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, Amanda, you could have at least text back and, okay, sure. But in fairness, I mean, what was she going to say? Yeah, I'm so glad you're home. I love you. I can't wait till you get into the apartment. I mean, that would have been fake, right? So at least I'll give her that. And then here's West again giving another hug to Sierra and just saying how he can't believe it's taken 2 years and, and she's like, I know, it's like crazy, And the only reason why I'm pointing this out is because, it's easy to look at Sierra and say that she was crazy, right? And that she's a stupid bitch for falling for a guy like this, But in retrospect, you can see how he kind of baited her and how he led her on, So just had to point that out too. And so Wes leaves, and Jesse and Mia come in, and they're the bed bugs. They're the new bed bugs doing their bed bug thing. And Jesse's like, I have some tea, girls. And they're like, what? And he's like, I heard that Kyle and Amanda haven't had sex in like a really long time. And Sierra's like, hey, what are you saying? Don't say that. What do you mean? That's really sad. And who told you that? And he's like, Carl. Poor Carl. And Sierra's like, you're messy, Jesse. You are a messy boy. Who's a messy boy? Who's a messy boy? Huh? Jesse's a messy boy. Messy boy, Jesse. Cute. And now they are back in the city. Oh, literally. Isn't that Amanda's is this a scene from In the City? The new show that they're on? Because isn't she wearing that same jacket? And anyway, never mind. So obviously Amanda and Sierra are getting together to have a little chat about the weekend that Amanda missed. And so they sit down, and Sierra's like, yeah, you missed an epic weekend. You know, Wes and I finally sat down and we had the talk, you know, and so now we're back friends. And yeah, I mean, everything's all good. And so now there's finally peace at the house. And Amanda's like, yeah, that's great. And you see, sometimes I have to like not be there in order for like these things to happen, you know? Mm-hmm. And then Sierra's like, yeah, so how was your weekend without Kyle around? And Amanda's like, yeah, it was good. It was good. Actually, we just got out of a therapy session right now when he got back. And here's how the therapy session went.
Like psychological thriller, okay? There's no rom in this calm, okay?
Pause. A psychological thriller. Yeah, I know that movie. And rom-coms don't exist.
Like, yeah, so we met, and he wouldn't define the relationship with me, and then he broke up with me. He made out with multiple women. We got engaged, and then there was a rumor that he cheated on me, and then we got married, and then there's been multiple rumors ever since, and now we hate each other, and here we are. And she's like, where's the part where you fell in love?
Right, that part. Yeah, we have trouble finding that too. Actually, you shouldn't have married him. So that part too. Just saying. And then to make matters worse, Sierra's like, yeah, well, you know, while you were gone, Kyle was kind of saying to all of us that, you know, he hasn't felt that good in a long time, and he felt like himself again, and he was way more relaxed. And yeah, I just haven't seen that side of Kyle in a really long time. And look at Amanda's face. She's like, fuck you, bitch. And she's like, yeah, that's great that like Kyle had such a great time without me. Yeah, that's just like amazing. Yeah. And then Sierra's like, well, do you think maybe then it would be a good idea to like maybe take a break? Or, well, no, they're married now, Sierra. Okay, so it would be more like a separation. Yeah, it's not Ross and Rachel. You know what I mean? It's just, they're not boyfriend and girlfriend, right? They're not taking a little break. You know, yeah, they're married. I know we all forget, but they are married. And here we go, guys. The day is finally here when Carl opens up his soft bar. And it's in Brooklyn. Oh, Lord. So that's 2 strikes right there. No alcohol and in Brooklyn. And for us Manhattanites, although I don't live in Manhattan anymore, but for those of us that are Manhattanites, you know, Brooklyn is another country. All right, just so you know. And also, never believe what they tell you when they say that Brooklyn is the new Manhattan. No, okay? No, it's not. It never was, and it never will be, okay? So there. And so here we are finally, and oh, that's a grid shot, you know, with the blue sky. I like that. And then it says drinks with benefits. Well, it better have benefits, Carl, okay? Because if you're going to charge $14, $15, $16, $17 for a cocktail, it better make you lose weight. It better make you horny. It better give you energy. It better make you strong, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You get me, right? And then here comes Bestie Westie, congratulating Carl, as he should. But I think he might have had a couple of cocktails somewhere else before he showed up. He might be just a little drinky poo. And speaking of drunky poo, here comes Carl's mom. And then here's West greeting her, and she's like, "Hey, yeah, hey, how you doing, West? Yeah, hey, you seen Lindsay around here somewhere? No, no? Oh, how you doing, hon? What's your name? Yeah, Mia? Okay, that's nice, yeah." And then here comes the lady in red. She's dancing with me. Anyway, cheek to cheek, there's nobody here. It's just you and me. Anyway. So here's Kyle and Amanda. And Amanda's like, "Wow, he finally did it. Yeah, this is really cool. Way to go, Carl. Nice. Yeah. Oh my God, look, like Kyle, there's like a menu. Oh my God, check it out." And Kyle's like, "Dude, where's the lover boy, man? I thought he was going to have like my non-alc like lover boy on here, man. Like, what's up with that?" "Oh my God, yeah, that's so weird. Maybe because you didn't invest? I don't know." And for anybody who wants to know, Carl actually does have Loverboy, the non-alc, on his menu, and he is going to be selling it in his bar. He just didn't do it for the opening because he didn't want to put all the attention on Loverboy, which is totally understandable because, you know, this is his own business, right? He was a part of Loverboy. He's no longer a part of Loverboy. So he doesn't want to make it about that, right? And because Loverboy is already famous, everybody knows that name, it would take the attention away from Carl and his business, and I totally understand that. Just so we're clear. And then Ben and Sabrina show up, and Sabrina's telling Wes that she already made plans for them. Yeah, they're going to go out on a double date after this. And it's going to be her and Ben and Wes and Amanda, or Wes and Sierra. Uh-huh. And Ben overhears this, and he's like, "Huh? What? I didn't agree to that. Wait a minute." And then in walks Sierra, and she's congratulating Carl. And then Amanda says hello. And, you know, I just had to put this in here because, I don't know, this was a little prickly, okay? Kind of gave me a little itch. And that is that Amanda says, "Oh, hi, Sierra. Like, I'm so happy that you decided to wear the outfits that we said we were going to wear." And I'm like, first of all, I hate bitches like this, okay? All right, when I was growing up, the one thing I couldn't stand is like, when girls would call me and be like, "So, like, what are you wearing tonight? Because, like, I'm going to wear blah, 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 blah." Like, I don't give a shit. Like, why do you care what I'm going to wear, right? You wear whatever the fuck you're going to wear, and I'm going to wear whatever the fuck I'm going to wear, right? And there's really only one reason for this, right? And it's not good. It's not positive, right? It's not like they care what you're wearing. They only care because they want to try and look better. I mean, come on, let's be honest. It's true. And it's just low self-esteem at its finest, right? And obviously, Amanda lacks self-confidence and all of that, which is crazy, I know, because she's pretty, right? And these are two pretty girls, both of them. But obviously, she wanted to know what Sierra was wearing so that she can try and look better. And that is definitely crazy, okay? Because Sierra can show up in a paper bag and still look better, okay? So, yeah, good luck with that, Amanda. And then Amanda and Kyle finally meet up with Carl and congratulate him. You can tell Kyle's drunk. He's like, "Yeah, buddy, you fucking did it. Yeah, all right." "Oh my God, this is gorgeous. Dara, you met Carl like 2 weeks ago." And here comes Lindsay, Mother Hubbard. And aw, look at Carl, big cheesin'. He's like, hey, Lindsay, what's up? What's up? Yeah, you didn't think I could do it, huh? Yeah, well, I did it, huh? I did it. I fucking did it, okay? I fucking did it. And Lindsay's like, "Yeah, uh-huh. You finally did it, Carl. Congratulations." And then Lindsay gives him a gift. So Carl gave her a gift, and now Lindsay's giving him a gift. But, oh, okay, it's a teddy bear. A little teddy bear. Tiny teddy bear. Okay. You're the one with the kid, not Carl. Let's start there. Okay. And then it's like, I thought that maybe Carl's gift might have been a little bit awkward, but this is definitely more awkward. Okay. Because she says, "Well, I got it because, you're soft. You like things soft. And you like hugs." And Carl's like, "Yeah, I do love my hugs." Okay, moving on. And so Carl gives his big speech and he's like, thanks everybody for coming. You know, they said I couldn't do it. I thought I couldn't do it. I'm finally doing it. I've overcome so much in my life and I've had loss and I've had to battle through sobriety and I've had alcoholism in my family. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's just that he's looking straight up at his mom in the balcony. Sorry, it's just not funny, but and it's actually kind of disrespectful, definitely. But I'm sorry, I couldn't help but notice that Mom and maybe Wesley and maybe the old Kyle are pretty drunk. So they obviously were drinking somewhere else before they showed up to this gig, right? And so I feel actually kind of bad for Carl because this sober bar is not looking so good. Or so sore or okay. Maybe I'm a little drunk too. Just a smidge. But yeah, you know, maybe me and Sharon should go and blow this joint. You know what I'm saying? And hit another spot. Anyway, sorry. Back to Carl. Sorry, Carl. Or wait, no, actually, sorry, Carl. Back to Sharon. Okay, and I got to put this in here, all right? I got to put this clip in here because I don't know what it was about this, but I was fucking on the floor laughing, okay? There's just something about Sharon, man. I don't know. I'm going to party with Sharon, okay? I'm just saying. I don't know. She's kind of a bitch, though. Yeah, there she is. I see her. She's over there. Oh my God, her hair is so short. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, there she is. All right, she's talking to somebody. All right, let me see if I can just squeeze in here. Yeah, hiya, Lindsay. Here, let me give you a hug. And as we know, Lindsay hates hugs, especially from Sharon. But actually, unbeknownst to us, when Lindsay and Carl called off the engagement, Sharon went to Cancun, Mexico, with a couple of girlfriends and apparently got drunk and talked crap about Lindsay online. Lindsay says, you and Carl love your hugs. And then Sharon says, yeah, it's good to see you. I love your hair too. Lindsay says, thank you. And how's baby girl? She's not walking yet, is she? What do you mean? She's walking? She's walking already? What are you talking? Come on. Lindsay says, pretty much. Sharon says, that's crazy. Lindsay says, yeah, she's a go-getter, just like her mom. Sharon says, well, that's good. We need go-getters. Lindsay says, yeah, slightly mean, just like me, right? Sharon says, slightly mean, yeah. Well, you are you. That's amazing. Sharon, call me. Sorry, Lindsay. And oh no, not this bitch again. Well, guys, guess what? Yep, it's about that time for another breadcrumb. Uh-huh. And you can tell by the look on her face that you know who she's talking to. Mm-hmm. Yes, Wesley. Good old Wesley Snipersons, because he's a sniper from the side and you won't see him coming. Yeah, and so they're having a good little old chat. And she's asking him, you know, how the weekend went with Sierra. And I'll let them take it away. Amanda says, Saturday went well. Wes says, it probably couldn't have gone better. Amanda says, that's good. Wes says, it was just like everything we should have. Gets interrupted by Kyle. Kyle says, can I eavesdrop a little bit? Amanda says, yeah. Wes says, it was just everything. Kyle says, you trying to fill her in? Amanda says, just let him talk. Yeah, Kyle. Oh my God. Can't you just let my boyfriend finish what he's saying?
I just didn't want to eavesdrop without giving. No, you're good. So we were on the dock, and then they all came later. And I got out of the car, and I was like, "Oh, I wish Amanda was getting out of this car."
I'm sorry, what? I really wish Amanda was there right now. I wish she was coming out of this car right now. I mean, hindsight is 2020. It's 2020. It's 2020. Wes says, we should fuck with them and do something. Kyle says, yeah, it was hilarious. So we roll up and they go like this, like holding hands. Wes says, yeah. Amanda says, I'm so happy. And oh yeah, she looks real happy, doesn't she? Yeah, she's super happy for West and Sierra. And I can literally read her mind right now. And she's saying, really, West? Really? You're supposed to stick to the plan, West, okay? This isn't the plan. You're supposed to stick to the plan. And the plan was that I was supposed to fake pretend like I was going to fix things with my marriage, and you were supposed to fake pretend like you were going to be back friends with Sierra, and that was supposed to end now. And we were supposed to ride off into the sunset and pretend like we just started a day ago, okay? And so you fucked it up. Oh, hey, Danielle. What are you doing here? Oh, I see what's happening. They're trying to do the crossover thing with the new show, The In the City. I get it. Is that why I seen the Italian guy, Andre or Andrea, whatever the hell his name is, and whoever the hell the other cast members are? That's why they're there. They're not there to support Carl. No, they're there to promote In the City. Got it. And listen, I'm not watching In the City, okay? I had just enough energy to finish this show. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this all over again, and I know how it ends. So, no thanks. But all right, Danielle, here's your 5 seconds in the sun. And so she's looking for Lindsay because apparently they got a little beef going on in the new show. And they've always had a little bit of beef, the two of them. But anyway, so she's asking Kyle where Lindsay is. And Kyle's like, I don't know, she's somewhere around here somewhere. I don't know. And then Jesse asks Amanda, he's like, so, did you hear? Meanwhile, she's already had this conversation 3 times. But Jesse's like, so, did you hear? Like, Sierra and, like, Wes made up over this past weekend? Yeah. I'll let him say it. I can't.
With Wes and Sierra.
I missed it either.
Now they're like hanging out after this.
Tonight?
Yeah.
They have plans?
They have plans? What do you mean they have plans? Wes and I were supposed to have plans after this. I mean, never mind. Go on. Jesse says, Sabrina texts me because we talk now. And she's like, Ben and I are going for drinks with West and Sierra. You should come. I haven't talked to West about it, but yeah, they're like back to being normal friends, I guess. Amanda says, okay, but like, that's not friends. Her eyes are literally bulging out of the side of her head. And she's like, yeah, that's not friends, Jesse. That's not friends. See, Wes and I are supposed to be friends, and we're sleeping with each other. So if they're friends, they better not be doing the same thing.
That's like a double date.
Yeah. How do we go from 0 to 100? I mean, they're going on a double. I feel like West has to be cautious.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that she could handle, like, just a friendship. But we'll see.
Yeah, and it looks like somebody is jealous. But yep, we shall see. And it's interesting that she said West should be cautious. Not Sierra? No, not Sierra? Interesting. And that is the end of episode 13. And now we're going into episode 14, and we just have a few more episodes left, guys. So bear with me. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty now. And so we start off episode 14 at a place called Sunrise Camp, which is a special camp for kids with cancer or kids that have survived cancer. And as you know, Jesse is a cancer survivor. So him and a couple of the cast members go over to help out with the kids and kind of just spend the day at the camp. And so I wish I can get more into this because I would have had I had gone through each episode in real time when the show was on. But right now I have just way too much stuff to cover and so little time. So anyway, it was Jesse's idea. So it was Jesse, Ben, West, Carl, and Sierra that went. And just in case you were wondering, nothing happened between West and Sierra. You know, they were just there to play with the kids. There was no like special moment or anything like that. Yeah. So don't worry, guys. I'm collecting all the breadcrumbs, okay? I'm collecting all the bones and the stones. No stones left unturned. And here's another moment that doesn't really matter. You know, sorry, Bailey. But so Bailey has a podcast called It Girl or something like that. And like Levi's an event planner, I guess, or something. So she's helping her throw this little party together for her brand, It Girl, I guess, or whatever. And so Lindsay shows up, Amanda shows up, and then Sierra shows up. And so I just want to breeze by this very quickly because it doesn't really matter. And like I said, I have a lot to cover, but I didn't want to leave it out, okay? So here you go, Bailey. This is your little 5 seconds in the sun, like I like to say. And then Amanda and Lindsay have a little chat. And so Amanda's just like, so what happened with Sharon, you know, Carl's mom? And Lindsay was like, oh, nothing, you know, Sharon's Sharon. And she kind of just goes over the situation once again and just says how, like, you know, when her and Carl were engaged, her and Sharon were actually really close because she was going to be her mother-in-law. So they were very close. So when they broke up and Sharon kind of went on a rant and said, well, you should have never married Lindsay or you shouldn't have been engaged with her or something like that, and kind of like went on a rant. And so I can understand why Lindsay now has some feelings towards Sharon. And so she's telling Amanda that, you know, at some point it would be nice to have a sit-down conversation with Carl because he never really apologized for his mother's antics, you know, some shit like that. And also maybe for some closure. Yeah, perhaps. You know, because ever since they broke up, they're still on the same show together. And they never actually like sat down and had a talk, you know, which, you know, maybe that would be awkward. But even more awkward, you're on the same show and then she shows up pregnant by another man. So, yeah, I think it's time they had a talk. Yeah, maybe. And so here they are back at the summer house for the last weekend, guys. I think this is the last weekend. Yeah. Oh, and you know, this is really sad because as we know it, this dynamic is going to change, right? So enjoy the last and final weekend. And Mia and Lindsay are the first to arrive. And what's going on here? Looks like Sierra has gotten there first and she's in some weird orange costume and wants to like shoot everybody with water guns and stuff. Right on, my type of girl. And Sierra's like, come on, bitches. Are you on my team or what? Choose your weapon. And Lindsay's like, yeah, duh. I mean, I used to be a sharpshooter in high school. Yeah, you don't remember? I was ROC. And actually, Lindsay, it's the JROTC. Okay? Which is the Junior Reserves Officer Training. Anyway, it doesn't matter, right? All that matters is that it was a class in high school that the military offers, right? And she chose to take it. And you know what? Here's some pictures. And that's fucking hot, man, all right? Lindsay's a badass, and so this is fucking cool. Oh, my God, she's so young. Oh, my God, she's so cute. Look at her little baby cheeks. I mean, she's still a teenager, but my God, look at her face. I mean, she's so young. Then she's got her little itty bitty tiny titties. And now we all see why she got a boob job. You know, she was a little flat-chested in high school. All right. Hey, listen, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. And then we have the next two to arrive is KJ and Dara. And so, of course, they get hosed down by whatever the hell that is. I don't know. Is that like a character? Is that like a real character and something that I don't know about? Or is she just wearing like a costume or whatever? It doesn't matter. And so the four of them actually team up and now it becomes a domino effect, right? Anyone who enters the house can get it. And now here comes the next batch of roomies and we have Bailey, we have Carl, and we have Jesse, and Levi. Oh, okay. Hey, Levi, haven't seen you in a while. And she's all excited. She's like, yay, it's the last weekend. Yeah, well, we haven't seen you since the first weekend. And then they enter the house and they get sprayed. And then they all make one big giant team to greet the last summer housers. And that would be Kyle, Amanda, and Ben. But first, Amanda comes in and they don't spray her. They spare her, right? And she's like, oh, thanks, guys, for like not shooting me with water because like my jacket is suede. So thanks. And then, of course, they all ambush Kyle and Ben. And then they all get settled in and they're in the kitchen. And Carl's like, guess what, guys? It's National Beach Day. So guess where we're going? We're going to the beach, brother. Oh, my God, yay. It's beach day. I love the beach. That's like my favorite place. And so they're headed to the beach for National Beach Day. And they're just talking about their week. And Sierra mentions that she got together with Amanda. And they had their little talk, and she tells the group that she suggested that they take a little break, you know, a little separation, and, you know, that they should spend some time apart and figure out what their next step is going to be. And everybody pretty much agrees, and so they talk about it, except for West. Yeah, West keeps quiet the entire time and just looks out the window. And so now they're at the beach, and the boys are just playing a little beach volleyball. And Carl is like, dude, what happened to fucking KJ, man? Is he all right? He's like passed out. And Dara's like, KJ, are you okay? Yeah, are you like alive or no? Okay. Oh, I'll tell you what that is, Dara. See, that's medication. See, when you're on medication for, let's say, mental health and you have a couple of beers, yeah, it'll take you the fuck out of here. And so A+ for taking medication for your mental health. That's very good and very responsible. However, what's not responsible is you can't drink. That's the thing. You can't drink when you're on medication. And so I'm so sorry, KJ. Life sucks. And then Amanda and Mia are talking, and Amanda wants to know the gossip. She wants to know the tea, okay? She wants to know what happened after the night of Carl's soft bar, because remember, she found out that Sierra and Wes were going on a double date with Ben and Sabrina, and also apparently Jesse, and also apparently Mia, but not Amanda, because she didn't get invited.
First of all, you're a bitch.
Yeah, we know.
Because you left me. You were supposed to come with me.
That's so weird. I don't think I got an invite.
Yeah, that must suck for you, Amanda. You know, feeling left out never feels good, especially when it's the guy that you're sleeping with and he's going out on a double date with someone else. Yeah.
Wait, you give me my day.
Wait, let me just look at my phone. Yeah, no text. That's crazy.
So crazy. Oh my God.
The last thing I would ever do is just like invite Sierra and West out on like an intimate date.
And Mia's like, listen, bitch, okay? This is not my circus, all right? I got my own rodeo. Thanks. And Amanda's like, yeah, but Mia, like, it just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would they be going out on a double date? Like, they just became friends. Like, literally, they just became friends. Why are you so hung up on this, Amanda? Huh? Yeah, I mean, we know why, but why? You know what I mean? And Mia's like, listen, Sierra is my girl, okay? And so we ride. We ride at dawn. No matter what she wants to do, I'm down. But I just want to say that if they get back together and Wes like fucks with her one more time, I'm on that ass. Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm just like really weary of West, you know what I mean? Like, I'm skeptical, you know, because like Sierra's a super special person and like she deserves to be treated better than like any other girl in the world. And if like West or like any man is not willing to do that, like they don't deserve her. Yeah, Look at her biting her nails. It's just like an uh-oh, here we go. You know when Amanda has her hand over her heart, you know, she's about to spew some bullshit. See, I noticed a pattern here now, right? It's like every time like Amanda has like fake concern or whatever, you know, but really it's just covering another concern, which is, you know, she's jealous of Sierra and West. Yeah, she'll put her hand over her chest. And so, yeah, I just love Sierra so much, and I don't trust anybody with her heart.
You
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is just diabolical, guys. Uh-huh. I mean, oh yeah, she would just drop Wes in a minute, right? If he fucked with Sierra, okay. Not only did you not drop him, but you went straight for him. Yeah, yeah. Oh, God. And then here's Kyle and Sierra. And do you think they know at all? Do you think they're suspicious? Do you think it's like, can you imagine if like Kyle was like, hey, psst, Sierra, do you think Wes and Amanda are fucking? Yeah, no. But they are trauma bonding, even though they don't know it yet. But Kyle's like, yeah, let's take a selfie. Yeah, having so much fun. Look at us. And Sierra's like, yeah, so how's everything with you and Amanda? Yeah, I mean, everything's good. Why? Yeah, I mean, we just started like therapy, we just had our first therapy session and everything. And so like, yeah, we're trying to work it out. And Sierra's like, well, I had a talk with Amanda in the city after your guys' therapy session. And I said to her that, you guys live together. You're always around each other. You party at the summer house together every weekend. You work together, And so I thought, wouldn't it be a good idea if maybe it's time that maybe you guys had a separation or just like had a break from each other? You know what I mean? And Kyle's like, he's like, no, not really. And he's like, so is this like a new idea? Is this like fresh? Or have you guys been like talking about this? Or like what's going on? And then here's Kyle in his confessional and he's like, so is everybody talking about this? Is everybody like conspiring behind my back that me and my wife should separate? And why isn't Amanda telling me this? And why isn't she coming to me? Like, why are we in therapy? And then Sierra says, look, Kyle, I just want you to be happy, okay? And I want Amanda to be happy. And Kyle's like, yeah, well, thanks for telling me anyway. And then Sierra's like, yeah, well, they're standing right there, so I think we should go. And so they're back at the house, and Lindsay, I guess, has hired a chef, maybe, yeah, for the last dinner, the last supper of the summer house. And so they're all getting dressed and they're all getting ready. And I just wanted to stick this in here as another little ding dong, little breadcrumb, just to remind us that they are just friends. Yeah, no, that's not flirty at all. No, totally innocent. And then speaking of flirting, here's Carl and Bailey right behind Lindsay. Flirting, I guess, or trying to flirt, and I'll spare you. It's just bad. I don't know. It's just like there's no chemistry between these two. You know what I mean? And they're just trying, and it's not working. And then KJ and Sierra apparently went and bought like some grills or whatever. And so she's showing them off, and you can't really see because they're like diamonds, so they just look white. And again, Sierra can wear anything, whatever. And Wes comes over, and he's like, oh, let me see up close. And look at Amanda. She's like, yeah, take a good look, Wes. Get in there. And so then Mother Hubbard, who sits at the end of the table, because she's a boss bitch, you know what I'm saying, and she tells everybody, today is also our 2-year anniversary, me and Carl, of being broken up and of me being free. And so I'd like to play a game. And tonight's game is Lost and Found. Yes. And so everybody has to say one thing that they lost and one thing that they found. So I'll go first. One thing I lost was my timeline. Yeah. No more timeline. No more timeline, Lindsay. And one thing that I found is my perfect dream girl. Aw, her little baby girl, Gemma. That's sweet. And then it's Bailey's turn. And she's like, yeah, I just want to thank you guys, for a great summer, because when I first came into the house, I was just getting out of a really bad relationship. All right. Anyway, next. And then Sierra says, she's like, well, why don't you cap off the summer and like make out with Carl? And cover your eyes, kids, because this is not hot, okay? But you know what? Good for them. Good for Carl and good for Bailey. You know, they needed this. And in front of Lindsay, no doubt. Carl's ex-fiance. Yeah. And then it's West's turn.
I guess I lost my voice last summer, and so
Wait, you had a voice?
was kind of the ability to speak up, and then also
You don't speak up.
last week I've found a friendship and a relationship that was certainly lost for a long time.
Look at Amanda and Kyle clapping. You know, Amanda's thinking, come on now, Wes, stick to the plan. Don't go overboard.
I'm tearing up. No, but it's like really I love you guys. Loved it for a lot. Even just that speech that I probably couldn't have done last summer. So
Pause. You can't tell me that. Look at Amanda's face, okay? Okay, you can't tell me that there weren't feelings there. Come on. And then it's KJ's turn, and he's talking about how he lost his younger brother and that, you know, he hasn't been surrounded by a lot of men in his life. You know, it's only been women. And so, you know, specifically towards the men in the house, he wanted to tell them and thank them for being so welcoming and that he found this new sense of brotherhood. And so, oh, that's nice. And then Sierra's up next. And more breadcrumbs. Yeah. Just lots and lots of breadcrumbs, guys. So I'm going to let her say it. So, yeah, you'll see what I mean.
Okay, so I lost the huge weight off of my shoulders of having to not hate, but like having to dislike the person that I genuinely love the most, Wesley.
Oh, you mean me? You talking to me?
And thank God we finally talked, even though it was off some bullshit. And I found the bars.
Yeah. All right. Woohoo. Sorry, I just get excited when I hear the word bars. And then it's Kyle's turn. And before he can even get a word out, Jesse's like, wait, did I hear you are going to Vegas? Or you might have like a Vegas residency or something like that? And Lindsay's like, well, I don't know. But all I know is that he lost his wedding ring in the beginning of the summer. But he gained a DJ career. Sorry, Kyle. And then Amanda's like, so Jesse, to answer your question, yes, he is going to Vegas. And Kyle's like, dude, Amanda, I didn't even sign like a contract. Yeah, but you're still going to Vegas. So yeah, tell him. Okay, guys, look, so, like, next week, I'm going to Vegas, right? Because, like, I'm talking to this dude, and, like, you know, he wants me to sign this contract because, like, he's, like, a really big dude, and, like, you know, he signs, like, all these really big, like, DJs and whatnot, and, like, I can't really say their names, but, like, yeah, so he wants me to meet with him, and he wants me to sign with him, yeah. And here comes Lindsay. Look at her face. And you know what? I'm going to let her cook.
I have a question. Did you ask Amanda before you made this decision, or did you make the decision on your own?
no, this is like something she's known I've been working on.
Did you have a conversation as a partner with your wife before you decided?
I haven't signed it yet.
So this is your conversation.
This brings me joy and happiness, and it pays the bills, and I think I'm good at it.
That face just says it all. But word on the street is that Kyle is not the best DJ, but that he's improved.
Confused is you guys are married, you guys have a partnership. You are supposed to be aligned in that partnership about what your future goals are together as a family, as a unit, as a team. And I feel like, as an
The
outsider,
DJs that I aspire to and I look up to are married with kids, and their wives support them.
yeah, but they were already DJs before they were married with kids. Like,
Yes, exactly. Okay. I believe you're talking about professional DJs, Kyle. Okay. DJs that have, like Lindsay said, have been DJs for a while before they got married and had kids. Okay. That do it for a living and that are not Kyle Cook from Summer House. All right. That's doing it for a quick 10 G's. I mean, come on.
on this career without talking to your wife about it, and now you're continuing to progress
I
it.
just don't understand why my love for playing music for people has been the butt of every joke this summer.
Well, of course, Kyle. I mean, you learned how to DJ 2 weeks ago, okay? That one Saturday after a few lover boys, remember?
You are in a partnership and you're talking about wanting to be a team.
That's right, Kyle. It's part of being a team, okay? And part of being a team doesn't mean that on Monday you go off and you get drunk and you be the celebrity DJ, and then on Friday you come back home and expect Amanda to be pregnant? Yeah, no.
Together, like, this is why Amanda sat at the reunion and was like, I want to have a family with someone who wants to have a family with me.
Right, that part.
Who's ready to have kids with me.
Look, I don't think it's a matter of I'm ready and you're not, you're ready and I'm not. Sounds like it is.
You're not showing those traits. You're showing that you want to go have a residency in Vegas. And that
Cook, Lindsay, cook.
then having a family with her, so I
It's
understand.
not true. She is not ready to have a kid. Okay?
Pause. Kyle, give me a fucking break, okay? I'm assuming what he was referring to was when Amanda was going through her mental health stuff, and that is horrible, okay? Because maybe she wasn't ready to have a child at the time, but you certainly were not, Kyle. And you definitely are not now, okay? You're a man-child who wants to be a DJ, and you're not a good one at that, okay? And you're only making a few bucks, so how long is that gonna last, okay? Focus on Loverboy. Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
If we're gonna do something I enjoy, the last 7 years of my life, I just worked my ass off with no joy.
Pause. No joy? Really, Kyle? No joy. Okay, let's recap. You spent about the last 12 years on Summer House, end of your life, partying, right? Okay, your dream was to have a liquor company called Loverboy, all right? And then you spent, as you say, you spent 7 years of your life working really hard, going around the country promoting Loverboy, right? Having fun, partying, drinking, right? And now you wanted to become a DJ, and now you're traveling the country, partying, drinking, playing music, right? I mean, come on. Not to mention the endless amount of fans that you flirted with along the way, right? Or drunkenly made out with, right? At all hours of the night. Please, Kyle, you are not the victim here.
This is your family, and you're not making decisions together, is my point. No, I feel like under attack. This is like all summer long. Do me a favor, don't gang up for the umpteenth time. No, that's just me. But listen, if you get some night job.
Ben, shut the fuck up, man. You don't get involved. You're a newbie, bro, okay? You don't know him that long. Up, see? See, there you go. He said, fuck you. And you see that right there? We would have been on your side, Amanda. Okay? But you fucked it up and you had to get with West. Oh, where are you going, West? Huh? Oh, okay. You're going to pull up a chair next to Amanda? All right, this could get interesting. Uh-oh. Looks like he's crashing out. Okay, Kyle. All right, calm down. Calm down. It's not that serious. What are you doing? Oh, shit. Okay. And there he goes. Crash out Kyle. And Carl, don't follow him. Come on, you know better. This is stupid. And see, this is why I just had to show this. Okay? Because this is the Kyle that you need to see. And so this clip was very important, okay? I'm not going to show all of this, of course not. But this is the side of Kyle that people need to see, okay? And this is what Amanda probably deals with at home a lot. I'm not going to lie. And that's the end of episode 14. And they leave off with a to be continued. And now we start episode 15. And we only have one more episode after this, guys. Wowza. And so we're right back where we left off, where Kyle was crashing out. And I usually don't show this much of a clip, but it's to make a point. So fair use, fair use. And that point is that obviously things between Kyle and Amanda have come to a head. And also things between Kyle and Carl have come to a head. And we've watched over the seasons past that we've seen Kyle crash out many times. And we've seen Carl crash out many times. We haven't seen Amanda crash out too many times. And so, yeah, so this is kind of like the final season, guys, you know? I mean, not of Summer House, but of the Summer House as we know it, right? You know, Kyle and Amanda will no longer be married, you know? And Carl, you know, needed to work out some things with Kyle. And so now, thus, they're fighting. And so here we go, guys. We're back in it.
What did I do to you? Nothing. Bitch and wine all summer. You're like, oh, I'm so sensitive. Oh, okay. You.
Pause. Can I just say that Carl's dad bod angry walk over to Kyle is hilarious. You fucking loser.
Support your ass. Oh, yeah. I've been here for you all summer. Yeah, thanks. I did. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't focus on yourself for once.
You fucking loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6'5" motherfucker.
As if that's a bad thing. Ah, yes. White boys in their 40s fighting. What a sight to see. And nothing happens, okay? In case you're wondering, they don't get physical, okay? They don't beat each other up. So if you didn't watch the show or whatever. And then Carl goes into the house and Lindsay is just trying to calm him down, okay? Meanwhile, outside, West and Amanda, go figure, are trying to calm down Kyle. And then you know what time it is. Yep. Get ready. Another little breadcrumb, or maybe a little baby breadcrumb, or maybe a big breadcrumb. I don't know. You be the judge.
Cam,
Look at me for 1 second.
I didn't put money into his business. You know why? Because I put more money into my business than it.
Kyle, look at me. Kyle, you need to bring it. Kyle, stop. You're going to say things you don't mean. You're going to say things you don't mean.
And pause. Whoa. What the hell is this? You really gonna grab her like that right in front of Kyle? Okay.
I will beat the out of you. Carl, stop being a Vagisil.
Wait, did he just say Vagisil? Okay. Enough of that. So, oh, whoa, what is this? Like the Witches of Eastwick? Okay, so all the women are now inside, clearly, and they're like, "Oh my God, Amanda! Like what happened?" And don't worry, girls, this is like 10 years in the making, okay? And you girls are newbies, and so it's best to just stay out of it. And they do. And then Kyle's still outside, and he's talking to Ben and West, and he's still ranting. You know, he's letting it all out, and he's saying how Carl's been talking shit behind his back all summer, and that, you know, his issues with Amanda has just come to a head, and how she doesn't love him, she doesn't care, he feels that she abandoned him, and the boys are just letting him rant. And then inside, Lindsay's telling Amanda that she feels like she started it. And yeah, you sure did, Lindsay. You know, because it's obviously not the right thing to bring up at the dinner table in front of a bunch of newbies, right, that don't know the situation. But actually, it is normal because they're on a show, right? And that's kind of the whole point of the show, is to talk about each other and have it on camera and show your life. You know what I'm saying? And Lindsay has definitely done that, okay? She's paid her dues. She's definitely been in the hot seat many times. And Carl. So, yeah, I think that this is appropriate in this situation. And Lindsay, I think that it was much needed. You know, even though you did start it, I think that it was needed. And, you know, it's like Lindsay therapy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think it's better. I think instead of Kyle and Amanda going to therapy, I think they should go to Lindsay therapy instead. And then Carl's outside talking to the newbies, and he's basically telling them that this is long overdue, and that him and Kyle have had long, you know, animosity and pent-up anger against each other, and that it needed to come out. And none of them know what's going on. I mean, they literally just met each other like 4 weeks ago, right? And so all of them are new, right? Except for Jesse, right? But even Jesse hasn't been there for 10 years, you know? But I'll tell you who has been around for 10 years, Lindsay. That's right. And actually, Lindsay and Kyle have known each other the longest. So Kyle knew Lindsay before Amanda, and Lindsay knew Kyle before Carl. So these are the original OGs right here. And she's telling him, you know, listen, I feel like I started it, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought up your marriage issues. But, you know, I've been wanting to tell you this for a long time, and I guess that was my moment. And so Kyle goes up to the room to have more of a one-on-one with Lindsay, and Ben is also there. And he's basically telling Lindsay, you know, this is all coming to a head. It's been years and years of neglect and isolation, and he feels abandoned by Amanda. You know, and Lindsay basically tells it to him straight, like she's been doing. And she says, look, you know, maybe Amanda feels the same. You know, you're gone all the time. You're DJing. You're doing questionable things. You're getting drunk. Like, what don't you understand? So obviously more of the same, you know, Kyle whining, being drunk and emotional. And listen, I get it. But it's like, at what point do you stop complaining about what you're causing? Get it? And then outside, they're kind of staying away from everything. Smart. You got Sierra, West, and Jesse. And they're kind of pointing out the fact that this was kind of like them 3 years ago, right? When like West was dating Sierra, and Jesse was kind of like the third wheel. And they used to hang outside with a little beer. So little nostalgic, you know. And West is like, oh, this is so 2023. And then Lindsay goes downstairs, and so she's filling the girls in about her chat with Kyle. And she tells Amanda, she says, you know, I don't know if you know, but Kyle had a talk with Sierra on the beach. And Sierra had mentioned that she thinks that it would be good for you guys to take a break. And I don't know, call me crazy, but maybe this is where some of that emotion is coming from. And Amanda's like, oh, yeah, maybe, yeah. And then here's Amanda in her confessional, and she's like, you know, sometimes Sierra says, like, what I'm thinking out loud. And so I can understand why she had that conversation with Kyle, and because I've been thinking about that for a long time, you know. And so, yeah, I think it would be good for us to take a separation and a break. And if you guys have been watching In the City, that's exactly what they do. Amanda, I think she ends up getting, like, her own apartment. And then the rest is history. And then what do you think I'm going to say next? Huh? I'll give you a couple of minutes. No, I don't have a couple of minutes. Okay, here comes another breadcrumb, guys. And guess what? This is, for me, when I was watching the show, this is probably the biggest breadcrumb in the entire season. Why? Well, you'll see. Because it made me instantly feel something, as I'm sure it will you. And you probably already saw it, but let me remind you.
You pulling up your chair next to me. Thank you. I love you.
Yeah, you know, I've had many best friends that were guys in life, and none of them kissed me or hugged me like that. Just saying. Now, see, this is what a real friendship hug looks like, right? I mean, there's no grabbing of the head and the kissing and all that weird shit. Anyway, so now obviously Carl and Kyle are about to make up. And yeah, I mean, I knew that was going to happen, you know, just like I knew they weren't really going to physically fight, you know? And so Kyle's like, dude, I'm so sorry, bro. Like, you know, that wasn't about you, and that had nothing got to do with you. I just felt like everybody was attacking me. And Carl's like, yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. You know, and I just wanted you to know that, like, the whole investing in soft bar thing, it's not a thing, man. It's not a thing, okay? And Carl, that's a cop-out, all right? Because clearly it was a thing, you know, because you were telling everybody else in the house your concerns about him not investing. And so, you know, and you even said that you didn't want to hurt his feelings. So that's bullshit. Meanwhile, in the other room, Sierra is comforting Amanda, and she's telling her that she had her conversation with Kyle and about the whole separation thing. And then back to Carl and Kyle. And Kyle's just like, listen, man, I'm at my wit's end. You know, I'm just falling apart. I don't know what to do about my marriage anymore and blah, blah, blah. And Carl is just like, yeah, man, I get it. I get it. I understand. I've been watching it, you know, and it's not just this summer. It's been a couple of summers now. And Kyle's like, I know. It's just everything's falling apart. And, you know, Sierra thinks that maybe Amanda wants to have a separation and all this stuff. And Carl's like, oh, really? I didn't know that. Is that what you guys talked about on the beach? And he's like, yeah. He starts crying and whatnot. Anyway, they make up. And then they go downstairs to let everybody know that they're good and that they've made up and no worries. And Lindsay's like, yeah, that's great. But now you have to make up with your wife, Amanda. I remember her. And Kyle's like, yeah, oh, right. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. And so now Amanda's with both Mia and Sierra and they're chatting. And guess who walks in? Yeah, Kyle, as instructed by Lindsay. And, you know, this really bothers me because, I mean, this is all wrong. You know, first of all, if I was Amanda's friend, I would have left the room. I would have been like, listen, you need to talk to your husband. And if I was Amanda's husband, if I was Kyle, I would say, hey, excuse me, girls, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but can I have a few minutes with my wife, right? Neither party does that. Okay? Mia and Sarah don't budge, which is weird. And Kyle doesn't ask to have a moment alone, which is weird. So everybody just stays quiet and Kyle just kind of rambles on because he doesn't really know what to say. And so it's awkward and he wants to apologize, but he doesn't quite get it out. And so he just kind of flails about until he's like, all right, well, you girls do your thing and I will see you later. Yeah, failed attempt, I would say. And now, after all that, everybody's getting ready to go out for, I guess it's like the second to last night out for the crew. And so right before they do that, Kyle comes over to Amanda, I guess, to try and apologize once again. And he doesn't. But instead, he says he's going out. Because I guess Amanda had said at this point that she's going to stay in because she's not feeling good after everything that happened and the fight and everything. She doesn't want to go out now. And so Kyle says, yeah, okay, well, I'm going to go out. You know, and herein lies the problem. But anyway, I mean, if they weren't having the issues that they were having, this would just be another fun night out for the entire crew, right? But after all that just happened, yeah, I can kind of understand. And so they go out and it's nothing special, like nothing happens. But I wanted to put this in here because now it's a time capsule. You know what I mean? Like now this is going to be the last of this, you know, of West being there, Sierra and Kyle and the whole gang just hanging out in the clubs and having a good time. And then they come back from the clubs. And another little thing to add to the time capsule is this cute little thing where I don't know if you guys are like true fans, but if you've watched the seasons past, this front door here has always been a problem. Okay? And so I don't know who broke it, but from people slamming it, from fights over the years, you know, it's never been quite right since, right? And so even though Ben is a newbie, he understands this. He's just like, what the fuck is wrong with this door? Oh. And don't forget, guys, this house is sold. So that's it for this house. So whoever the new owners are, good luck with that door, man. You're going to have to get a whole new one. A whole new structure in the front, possibly. But anyway, yeah. So here's the gang doing their drunk late night thing as they normally do. And that's eating everything and drinking everything in sight in the kitchen. And here's another little breadcrumb. Well, I don't know if it's a breadcrumb, but I just thought it was interesting, okay?
Grandma, you trying to sleep?
It's the worst.
Imagine if Jesse Lady was trying to sleep with you and play.
I would never say that.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting because Kyle is making a joke about Jesse possibly sleeping with his wife when all the while the guy to the right of him, West, is sleeping with his wife. Well, actually, you know what? Drop down in the comments, you know, because what do you guys think? I mean, Kyle at this point has said a few little comments here and there in front of West. So is it possible, do you think that Kyle was already suspecting something? And what must West be thinking after a comment like that, right? I mean, to be a fly on the wall in West's mind. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah. And then it's the next morning, and Amanda's like, good morning. And Kyle says, I'm sorry for going out. Like, the second I got out, I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go back. I didn't mean for you to be here, like, alone. And I might have added a few more likes to that. But anyway, Amanda doesn't say anything. She stays silent, which, I mean, what is she going to say? You know what I mean? It's like he's apologizing for going out, but yet he went out. So it's just classic Kyle, right? He's apologizing for something that he caused. And so it's just repetitive. And it's like, what is she going to say? What can she say? You know, she wants to avoid an argument and just go through another day. And so I get it. Yeah. And then it's a little bit later, and Amanda and Lindsay are just kind of hanging on the couch. And Amanda's like, yeah, well, still no apology. And Lindsay's like, really? And Amanda's like, well, he did apologize, but that was for going out last night. It wasn't for, oh, hey, Kyle. And then Kyle comes in from behind them after having a swim in his towel. Okay. And then all the housemates are summoned to the outside. Sierra gets them all together for a house meeting, and she lets them know that this is going to be the last party of the summer and of the weekend and of the season. And it's called ski slopes or something, ski party weekend or whatever. But I have to say, they do a really good job. They really do. I mean, this party really takes the cake. I mean, they got ski slopes and fake mountains and fake snow and fake trees. They got like ice sculptures to pour alcohol on and take shots out of. They got igloos, you know, they definitely went all out for this one. And then they take a break, like a lunch break from setting up the party. And Lindsay is in Jesse and West's room. And Lindsay's like, hey, West, how does it feel when Sierra the other night at the dinner table said that, like, you were her favorite person and that she loved you the most in the house? How did that feel? And, of course, Wes is like, yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, of course. Awesome, yeah. And isn't it interesting that she gave that title to you and not, like, Amanda or me or Mia, let's say, right? No, she gave that title to you. And so how does it feel? Man, she's really going in. And Wes is like, yeah, I mean, like, it's, you know, I'm happy that we're friends again. And, you know, like, it was really hard to, like, pretend not to like her. You know what I mean? Yeah. Was it hard, though, Wes? Was it really that hard? I don't think so. Oh, and by the way, that is how he really talks. Anyway, the party's getting started. And once again, Sierra has summoned all the housemates to the front. And she is like, all right, guys, it is time to have fun. And it is time to turn this motherfucker up. And coming up now is a clip that, it's not a breadcrumb, but it's a, let's just say it's a West being West clip.
I must say,
Yes, King.
hottest outfit this house has seen in a long time.
Wesley, jack me the up, my man. That was the most bro-y thing I've ever said out loud.
Check this out.
Oh, that's nice.
Someone
Yeah,
thinker.
we're back. Yeah. So we made it to the end of the summer. I'm sad.
I'm sad. Yes, King. You know, you see, I have a problem with this, okay? Because first of all, he's like, you have the hottest outfit in the whole place or whatever, you know, that's like the hottest outfit I've seen in a long time. It's like, really? Okay. And then her response is to, like, dap him up. I mean, like, what the fuck was that? I mean, come on, girl. You know, don't placate into this bullshit. And look at West. If we could all read his mind, he's probably thinking, I wish I could bang her one more time. For old time's sake. Right? And who knows? Maybe they are, you know? I mean, shit, you know? Maybe that's why her and KJ are broken up in present time. I wouldn't put it past him. Or her. Because, like, she says all the right things, you know, for, like, TV. And so she's like, so, West, like, what's going on with you and C? Yeah, C as in Sierra. So now she's just C. Okay. You see what I'm saying? And on the other end is Jessie and baby girl C. And Jessie's like, so how does it feel to like be back friends with Wes and everything? I feel like we got our little crew back, and how's everything going with that? And Sierra's like, yeah, of course. Like, it feels good. It finally feels good. It's a relief and all of that. And then Jesse's like, yeah, but there's like a little element of flirting there. And so, like, what's that about? Is that confusing, or could that be confusing? And Sierra's like, ha 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 ha, no comment. And then here's Sierra in her confessional, and she's like, look, I can finally breathe again. It's such a relief. Like, I was so sick of like hating on this person and blah, 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 blah. And once again, I feel sorry for Sierra because, of course, in this moment, she has no idea. And she is relieved, and I totally understand it. And that is the end of episode 15. And here we are, guys. Yeah, episode 16, the finale, the final episode. We made it. Yeehaw. What the hell was that? Anyway, and we are still at the party, the après-ski party. That is the name. And yes, darling, it is the hottest party in the Hamptons. And it's probably one of the best parties ever on the show. I mean, it literally looks like a winter wonderland. And so, yeah, right on. Sierra does throw a good party. And that's what Kyle says right here. He's like, Sierra, you throw one hell of a party. And she's like, well, yeah, duh, of course. Remember your other favorite party, Snooze Fest? And Kyle's like, yeah, well, aside from the name, yeah, that was like the second best party of the show. And you guys remember what she was talking about, right? Where they did the bed bug thing, where they all dressed up in pajamas and like, they had like a bunch of beds outside and whatever. Anyway, you remember. And now Sierra gives Kyle some more good advice. And I have to say, throughout the season, but especially in this episode, right? Because it's the last episode and it's final. And there was a lot of good conversations, some closure, and mainly led by Lindsay and Sierra, right? They were kind of like the voice of reason of the house this summer, especially Lindsay. She was like the Mother Hubbard of the house, literally. And so I want to show a little bit of these conversations, and especially here with Sierra. She gives really good advice, and I couldn't have said it better myself. So take it away, Sierra.
Because at the end of the day, everyone's trying to support you guys. And we want you to be happy. We don't know if that's together or apart, but either way, we want you to be happy. No one's rooting for you guys to get divorced. No one's rooting for you guys to separate. But I want you guys to have a productive relationship and be able to exhale outside of each other.
I hear you. I'm sorry.
Aw, I think I'm going to need some tissues for this last episode, guys. Ugh, it's just sad, I feel like this is an end of an era. It's just, So I guess love, closure, and friendship and forgiveness is in the air, guys. Because Lindsay asked Carl if he wants a shot. And he says yes. And so they go off, and I think they're about to have a conversation. And here's Lindsay in her confessional, and she's just saying that this conversation is much needed and long overdue, and that she didn't realize that she needs some closure at the end of the day, and that it's been really hard living in a house with a guy who used to be her best friend and then became her fiance, and then they broke up in a very public way and very abrupt. And so they never talked about it since, and they never really addressed it. And so they just lived in a house together and kind of poked and jabbed at each other here and there. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. And so now they're going into the igloo to talk about it. And first, Lindsay wants to address Carl's mother, Sharon.
We did break up. I didn't hear from your mom for about a month. I have weathered the storm already. And then 2 months later, your mom is partying and celebrating, basically dancing on the grave of our relationship. And
I'm sorry. And the best part is she was with Sheena. That's amazing. I'm sorry. I want to party with Sharon, okay? But also, yeah, that was fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, Carl, how come you never talked to Lindsay or apologized for your mom basically talking trash about Lindsay? I'm only kidding. And so here comes Carl's much awaited apology. Go for it, Carl. Now's your chance.
Have they had a one-on-one conversation with me over summer? And she has bunny ears on. I can totally understand. And like, it pains me to think that that's, when you really look at it like that, it's dumb. I'm really sorry.
Aw, good job, Carl.
This summer, like, being able to laugh a little bit with you and just think about some old times. And
Up, he's cracking.
had a lot of fun, had a lot of good memories together. I just didn't handle any of that situation well at all.
No, you didn't.
And the last person that I'd ever should have been like that too. You've helped me in a lot of ways in my life. And I probably wouldn't be where I am today without the way you were with me and just pushing me and guiding me at a really difficult time in my life. You made me a better person, and I'm forever grateful.
Wow, better person.
I just can't believe that.
Very good.
It took 2 years, and you actually gone, hey dude. I have to do that a lot around here. Well, I'm not gonna lie, when you crack the whip, it's really good. And I'm just so glad you told me to come over here and talk, and I learned a lot right now. Yeah. And I thank you. I'm sorry.
And that, my friends, is what a real apology sounds like, okay? And what actual closure looks like, all right? So good job on both their parts. And then Sabrina, Ben's girlfriend or friend or whatever they're calling her, is talking with Sierra, and she's like, oh my God, I love you so much. You just make me feel so safe, you know? And Sierra's like, yeah, me too. And then Sabrina's like, you know, Ben told me that he'd love me. Oh my God. And Sierra's like, really? When? And Sabrina's like, yeah, just like 3 hours ago. And I'm thinking, was that before the 4 shots at the ice sculpture or was that after? And then here's Ben and West. And Ben is like, so yeah, I told my girlfriend that I love her. And West is like, oh yeah? Oh, that's cool, dude. Hey, can you do me a favor and like not tell your girlfriend to like tell Sierra that we're like going on double dates and stuff? And like if I'm with Sierra and like Sabrina's there, can you not like tell her to like hype her up and all that stuff? Because like we just became friends again. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, sorry, mate. You know, I'll tell Sabrina. It's just, she just gets excited, you know what I mean? And so I understand what you're saying. You're just friends and you don't want to lead her on or anything. Well, hang on there now, Ben, because I'm about to contradict myself.
It's hard to ignore the sexual tension. Like last night, we were drunk as me, Jesse, Sierra, and all I wanted to do was be like, jump at bones. Yeah. But that being said, I am not trying to portray that I am a boyfriend. It's not what I'm doing. No. And but the biggest problem, I couldn't say that 2 years ago. Yeah. I should have.
No, you couldn't. You couldn't 2 years ago. You couldn't yesterday. You can't today. And you're certainly not going to tell her tomorrow. Yeah. And then here's the girlies. Oh, the trio. And Amanda's crying once again. And she's like, you know, I'm really sorry, girls. I feel like I've been crying all summer and all you've been doing is consoling me. And Sierra and me are like, no, girl, like that's what friends are for. Yeah, but see, Amanda doesn't know that, right? Because she doesn't know what it's like to be a friend. Clearly. And so Sierra decides to kick it up a notch. And she's like, you know what, bitch? You better get your shit. You know what? I'm just going to let her say it.
I'm getting tired of this. Yeah, like if you want me to stop handling you with kid gloves, I will. Because honestly, how it is. If this was Mia, I would have gone to her house. We would have been packed her. We would have been gone.
That part.
Tell me when, and I'll schedule everything for you. That's what I need to hear. I don't need. Yeah, but also at the same time, bitch, we're not gonna sit here and cry about it and not do anything about it. You are in charge of your life. You have to stop letting life happen to you.
Hallelujah. Yes, Sierra. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Somebody needed to tell her. And Amanda's like, so is this not a good time to tell you that I have feelings for West? Can you imagine? And so Sierra's like, listen, girl, we're here for you. And it's time to put your big girl panties on, okay? And you got to take care of you. And just as she's saying that, Kyle walks over. His timing is great. And I guess he's like coming over to talk to her again and apologize to Amanda or whatever. And Amanda's like, no, fuck that. I want to jump in the pool. And then he like tries to kind of go in for a hug. And she's like, no, Kyle, I said I want to end the summer off by jumping in the pool and we'll talk tomorrow. And he's like, oh, come on. And he's drunk and whatever. And Lindsay's like, hey, Kyle, come on. You know, now's not the time. Amanda says she wants to end the summer by all of us jumping in the pool. So come on, let's do that. And so one more time, for old time's sake. Aw, where's that fucking box of tissues?
In this red suit. I'm not going naked. I feel like the severity of, like, my actions have just compounded and thrown a wrench in things and could potentially lead to us not coming back as a couple. Lost my dad. A lot of memories. I don't know. It's just been weighing down on me because I don't want what we have here to just all of a sudden disappear.
Stop it. I'm not crying. You're crying. You're not crying. I'm crying. None of us are crying. No. But you better keep that tissue box handy because it's only going to get worse from here, guys. And it's just so sad. It's so sad. I can't believe my show's over. Oh, God. And so what do we do when we want to make ourselves feel better? We go out. We go out to the clubs. Yes. And so here it is, folks. Here is their last night out in the summer house in the Hamptons. And the Hamptons will never be the same. And that includes the whole house, mind you. Everybody goes out for the last night, including Amanda and Lindsay. Because they usually don't. They stay behind. And so they go out. They have a good time, obviously. There aren't too many pictures. Nothing really happens. And so they're back at the house by 2 a.m. And everybody kind of goes to bed. And then it's eerily quiet, you know? And then all of a sudden you hear laughter. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Ding dong, ding da ding da ding da ding dong, ding da ding da ding da ding dong. There's another one. No, I don't know, guys. I think that is the last breadcrumb of the season, of the summer, of the show. And it wasn't even with Amanda because she's upstairs sleeping in her bed with Kyle. So, yeah, and this is the last night. So, and remember, Wes said he just wants to be friends. So I guess at this point, Wes kisses all of his friends, okay, including Amanda. Wait a minute. Who's that? Oh, look who it is. It's Jesse and Kyle. Oh, stupid me. And here I thought Kyle was upstairs in his bed with Amanda the whole time. Why would I think such a silly thing? As it turns out, Jesse and Kyle were still out, I guess, and they're just getting back home now. And so they take their little selfie, and they're all having a good time, just kind of doing the end of the night drunk thing. And then, oh, here's Amanda. I guess she woke up for a minute to be like, oh, right, yeah, there's my drunk husband, right, hey. And then Kyle's like, hey, or he mumbles something, and she just totally ignores him and walks past him. And, oh, by the way, Amanda, you missed the show. You missed your boyfriend, Wesley, making out with Sierra while your drunk husband, Kyle, was still at the club. Oh, this is just all bad, guys. And then it gets worse. Yeah. Because Sierra goes to say goodnight to West, and he shares a room with Jesse, obviously. And then they go in for another little smoochy smooch. And Jesse's wide awake in the bed behind them. And as we know, in the beginning of the season, Jesse wanted to make out with Sierra. So it's just diabolical. And maybe they thought because it was dark and nobody could see them. But yeah, it's this little thing called infrared. And so we see you. And now it's the next morning. And oh, God, no. No. I wouldn't want to clean that up. Look at all the empty boys. All the empty lover boys. No pun intended. Oh. Oh. There goes the ice sculpture. And this is the last time you're going to see the Summer House gang nestled in their beds. Skirt! And here's Kyle and Amanda. A little bit awkward, you know. It's an awkward morning, and they're waking up, and they're a little hungover from the night before. Was that a drunken dream or a nightmare? I don't know. And Kyle's like, listen, man, I tried to approach you multiple times. I tried to talk to you. I tried to, like, apologize. And Amanda says, I know you did. But honestly, I just wanted to have a good night with the house. You know, it was our last night, and I just wanted to have fun, and I didn't want to get into another drunken fight. And you know what? I agree with Amanda 1,000%, because actually it was her idea to jump in the pool. So if they didn't have that moment, it would have just been another drunken fight with Kyle. You know what I mean? And the house was already over it, okay? They spent the entire summer watching the relationship fall apart, okay? And so not the last night. It was their last night. They just wanted to have fun. And so I totally agree with Amanda. And on top of that, Kyle was highly intoxicated. So it would have went nowhere, you know? It would have served no purpose, and it would have just been a horrible last night. So I hate to say it, but I'm with Amanda on this one. And of course, Kyle doesn't agree, and he's just silent. And then here's Mia and Sierra waking up, and Mia's like, why are you all smiles, huh? What's going on, you know? And Sierra's like, well, you know, I might have stayed up until like 6 a.m. And Mia's like, what? What were you doing up till 6 a.m.? And she said, well, I might have kissed West. What? You kissed West? And then, of course, Mia says, look, you know, it's hard for me not to be happy for you, but you know, girl, you know how I feel. You know, there's a warning that comes with that. Yeah, if only that warning had been a bright red flag, Sierra. And then here's Jesse and West, and Jesse's like, hey, what's up with all the smooching going on last night? And West is like, oh, yeah, dude. Oh, you saw that, bro? Like, oh, yeah. Like, listen, I'm just really confused. Like, I don't really know what to do about that, you know? Like, yeah, I don't know. And Jesse's like, well, you know, brother, you know you got to go all in with that. Otherwise, you know. And West is like, yeah, I know already about it, bro. Yeah. West, you're a douche. Sorry, not sorry. And then here's my girl, Dara. And see, this is what a hungover Sunday morning looks like for me, okay? She's got her bacon, egg, and cheese. She has her mimosa. She's got her coffee. She's got her eye patches on. Yes, baby. Oh, that's making me hungry. But anyway, so the rest of the gang gathers around the living room. They decide they're just going to have breakfast in there. And then once again, Lindsay gives her speech, you know what I'm saying? And, oh, this is the end, guys. This is the end.
Alright, I'll talk. Yeah, Liz? No, I truly have nothing prepared. I mean, I had a great summer with everyone here. I loved meeting all the new people. I loved hanging out with all of my old friends. We've had a couple of relationships going. We have KJ and Dara, and Ben and Sabrina. West and Sierra. Oh my god.
Pause. You can't tell me. You can't tell me that something wasn't going on, man. Look at her face. Come on. She's like, yeah, Sierra and West. Oh, my God. Yeah. Yeah, uh-huh. He's like, sorry, Amanda, I have to clap. I have to make it look real.
Carl and I had a talk last night.
If we could, I think we should just do one big group hug.
The hugs. Love the hug.
Come here, Bubba.
Can we say family?
Family on three. Family on three. 1, 2, 3, family.
Aw, family. Carl and his hugs. All right, guys, so this is it. Get your tissue box ready if you don't already have it. And everybody's packing, getting ready to leave. And here we go, guys. So we got Lindsay and Amanda saying goodbye. And then we got West and Amanda saying goodbye. And here we go, guys. Ding, da, ding, da, ding, da, ding, dong. This is our very, very last down to the drop breadcrumb. Okay. And that is West hugging Amanda right in front of Sierra. And it's innocent enough, right? Because they're all saying goodbye. So it's more of like a soft breadcrumb, but it's a breadcrumb. And it's the last one, guys, because I have definitely collected all the breadcrumbs and all the puzzle pieces. And now we have the full picture. And I am totally convinced that not only did they have feelings for each other, but I do think that there was something happening. Maybe if they weren't sleeping together, there was definitely some makeouts happening. Okay. And now brace yourself, guys, because this moment coming up, in case I haven't showed you all summer long and all season long what a good friend Sierra has been to Amanda, okay, and in the past, here is another reminder, okay, here's a nail on the coffin, if you will, all right, and here is the main reason why Amanda should have never fucked over Sierra, because she is an amazing friend. So here you go. You're welcome. Oh, God. It's like a dagger through the heart, isn't it? Oh, my God. This just makes me so mad. Why, Amanda? Why? Why would you fuck over a girl like this for a fuckboy like West? I mean, really? Come on. Did you really like him that much? I don't think you did, honey. I mean, come on, darling. Why did you do this? Why? Just why? And here's Kyle and Lindsay hugging it out and saying goodbye. Although I don't know why, because you're going to see each other in a week to film in the city. Which, by the way, I am not watching that. I'm sorry. I do not want to go through another whole season of Kyle and Amanda fighting it out, okay? And pretending to, like, try and work it out and wanting to get back together and wanting to break up. And Amanda moving out into a separate apartment, especially now since the cat is out of the bag, guys. I mean, we already know that she's sleeping with West. So why am I going to watch a whole nother season of them fake trying to work it out, pretty much, right? And so here we go, guys. This is like, for me, this is the end. For me, this is the end of Kyle and Amanda, and this is the end of the summer house as we know it. Now, we know that they renewed for another season, and so, you know, we'll get more into that later. And then here's West and Sierra hugging it out and saying goodbye. And West, you better get a good hug in there because that is the last hug you are ever going to get from Sierra, honey. So I hope it's worth it. And now, here we go, guys. This is truly it. For me, this is the end. This is the final conversation. And this is where... you know, this is the end of the relationship, basically, you know, and I think that it's been over probably for a while now. And you can see that clearly both of them are emotional, but maybe Amanda is a little bit less emotional because she's already mourned the loss of this relationship in my mind. And she's already moved on to West. So Kyle, I think, is just coming to the realization because he's been a little bit oblivious and a little bit naive. And he's been off in Never Never Land DJing and getting drunk every night. So I think he's finally coming to the realization and he's sobering up, you know. And yeah, so this is it. So this is the end. Beautiful friend, the end. That's the Doors, in case you were wondering. Oh, shit. Kyle looks bad. Yeah, he definitely looks like he's been through it and he's emotionally spent. And he starts off by saying to Amanda that he just feels sick to his stomach and he just feels like he let everybody down, especially her. And, you know, I'll just let him say it.
I had like such high hopes for this summer. And, like, listen, we've spent so much time together in our summers in the Hamptons. Literally the past 10 years of our lives have been here. We've grown so much. I grew up in this house. Like, I've learned so much about myself. We've been through so much together. We've been through cheating rumors and infidelity and engagements and fake weddings, real weddings. Like, we've done it all. And it's been so amazing. And also really hard. You know? Like, we've had some of the best memories, but also some of the absolute worst. like leaving here this weekend. Like I want to close that chapter and like start over, whatever that looks like for us.
Pause. You can't really start over, Amanda, if you're starting with West. Or you already have, and you're already sleeping with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that doesn't really work.
I just don't know what to do. I'm scared. Me too, and that's why like something has to be different. Yeah. And I just feel like we just need some time apart right now. I'm gonna stay a couple nights in a hotel.
Pause. All right, now let's take a poll, right? How many of us think that when Amanda went and stayed at a hotel, that maybe Wes came to visit her? Huh? What do you think? Yeah? Is that a yes? Drop down in the comments.
Because something is fundamentally wrong in our relationship, and it needs to change. And this is me trying to start that.
Well, Amanda, it's only the start of the beginning of the end, is all it is. And so, oh well, you know, this is very sad and unfortunate, but this is life, right? Things happen, and it's just sad because this is the end of the show in my mind, because they were the glue. They were the glue of the summer house, you know? So we'll see. We'll just have to see what happens in the future, guys. But here they are, hugging it out one last time, and that's the end. And now there's only one more thing left to do, and that's to say goodbye to the house.
Goodbye, house.
Aww. And that's the part that got me when the door slammed shut. So goodbye, summer house, till the next time. Except there won't be a next time, because you're going to have to buy a whole new house, because this one is sold. And they might even have to get a whole new cast. Psych. Hell no. Bravo, do not do that to me again, okay? This is not Vanderpump Rules. This is not Real Housewives of New York, okay? We are not rebooting this thing, all right? We're going to get a whole new house. We still have Lindsay. We have Carl, Jesse, Sierra maybe Kyle. We'll just have to see. So that's it, guys. That's the end of part 4 of the Summer House Season 10 recap. And that's the end of the season. And that's the end of the summer. But hopefully not the end of the show. And thank you so much for watching. It's been a time I will never forget. And it's been one hell of a ride. A ride I definitely want to get off. However, as you know, it's not completely over yet because there is a 3-part reunion and it is nasty. And I'm definitely going to recap it. So stay tuned for that. And please subscribe to my channel and turn your notifications on so you'll know when more videos drop. And don't forget to like this video. Thanks. Bye-bye.